Hello. Hello. Hey Kratos, how you doing, mate? How about I will try to call you in your real name? Koritsuki. Koritsuki. Koritsu. How about I call you Koritsu? Honestly. Trying to make things easy for myself a bit. Hello, Prince. How you doing, mate? Casey. Nice to meet you, Casey. Good to have you on the stream. If you want to join the account review, just give me your UID and the 2 characters you want me to review, and I'll be happy to go over them. That's cool. Hey Draco, how you doing? Let me just do some edit. I heard that I saw online there is a easy way to do this event. I usually don't do Mediaston Wonderland, and I might have missed some to the point where I can't get it. Oh, there is 9 remaining and there is 10 days, so I still have a chance to get all the Primogems. Yeah. Asia 7. No, I will do that on the Akasha. I'm on the American server, but I will do that on the Akasha website. Just give me a UID and I can... Hey, no longer human. How are you doing? Good to see you. Yes, definitely Draco. Draco was the first one to give, so Draco is the first one to get. This is how it works here. Let me just add you to the list. Give me 2 characters you want me to review. It can be your best characters, it can be characters you want help with. Feel free. It can be characters you want to flex with. That's all good. Draco. Are you related to Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter? Are you getting it a lot? I'm just kidding. So Casey, yeah, you can also give your UID if you want. I was playing Shadow Fight. Shadow Fight. I don't know what is that, but yeah. So before we can start the reviewing, you can. In the meantime, you can start giving me Alakino and Vilet and Newbie. So you can start giving me some UIDs and characters, and I would be happy to add it to the list, right? And but for now, I also need to, before we start, I need to do some dailies. So because by the time I do the reviews, the day will be reset. So yeah, we got Princess first. Not Princess, Prince Casey. Prince Casey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for butchering some names. Okay, so I'm adding you. Which characters you want? There is also no longer human. Coming for another review. It's completely cool. Let's see your Tainari. Right, I'm writing it wrong. I call it human as usual. Why? Because I called you princess? I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me. But Casey, please give me the two characters or one character even that you want me to review. No, come on. Be nice. He's a prince and he's going to become a king one day. He just needs to build his account properly. Dude will help him. I'm just kidding. Maybe he has a crazy account. And we're just teasing. Anyway, I heard you need to press DPS. For those of you who also want to learn how to do it pretty fast. Okay, let's first go into the Mediaston Wonderland. Let's go there. Let's just press 1 to go to the lobby. There's only one display on the profile anyway. So yeah, it's rising. Alright. I just added just to have. So I won't forget. But that's fine. Alright. So I will just leave it here. So I understand that to do that, which is worth it because it's like 270 Primo Gems, so it is worth it. But if you don't have the time, that's completely okay. I heard that you want to come to the search for DPS. Then you want to do this one I already have. But you also want to do, where was the other one? Forgot how it looked. Another like DPS calculation. I guess this one will also do. Let's start with this. And then there is like Kenki, I believe he called it. Yes, this one. So this one you also want to add. Let's start with this one. Why is it taking so long? I thought it was supposed to be like entering immediately. Just enter the game. I swear I thought it was like instant. Oh, start. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we also have Lucian. Am I saying the name right? Lucian? Can I have help with my Ziba and Uvilet? Definitely. And Uvilet review is always a win in my book. Let me just copy and add it to the list. So also tell me if I'm butchering your name so I won't. Lucian. 1 second, let me just grab that. Alright. Alright, cool. And we are looking at the binary village, right? Binary village. Let me just grab your UID. If you gave it, yeah, you did give it. Alright. You're on the list. Return. So that was one. Hey Granny, how you doing? Good to have you back on the stream. We already started to pile up some people on the list. So that was one. Now you want to do the two DPS ones. I already marked them. They should be right here. So we got this one. I hope this one is a fast one. Have you finished the novel? No, I didn't get to it, honestly. After I finished with you, I went directly to work on my what's her name again? Sandrone's guide, right? I really want to finish Sandrone's guide as fast as I can. If I end it now, will it please finish? No, incomplete. How much do I need to do? Third. I will be back after taking a shower. That's fine. We can bring you down to to be the third. That's cool. Hopefully you'll be back. If not, I will put you the first, the fourth. It's 5:30 today for some reason. Honestly, I woke up at 5:30 as well. For some reason, I don't know why. I look at the clock, it's like 5:30. I just went back to sleep. Don't know why I woke up at this hour. It was weird. So this is definitely not one of the ones that we want to do. But there is another one that I can definitely do, which is this one. How about we just do 1 million hit? 1 million hit, and then we can go off. Let's just get her some fighting spirit.
Show no mercy.
Okay, now we got some fighting spirit. Come on. Get some more fighting spirit. Alright. So annoying that it's not giving her full fighting spirit at the start. Okay. Why am I so close to her? Get back. Alright. Let's get a 1 million.
Teamwork is strength. Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh. Ship, light of the blazing sun.
And we have 1 million. Come on. Why is it not working? Alright. Cool. We got 1 million. But I fucked the combos a bit after. It is what it is. I haven't trained on it too much lately. Like I said, I'm more on the casual side. Okay, I think now it's fine. Yeah, now we can go out. TPS. Yeah, me too. But there is a lot of Primogems given now because they want you to go in, right? They see that no one is going in other than for the dummy. So they're like, okay, how are we getting people to go in? We invested too much money into this shit system. So how do we get people in? This is the way. Give them Primogems. Okay, so now I only need one more to complete. And I thought this was, I think, Luca. Luca, how are you doing, Luca? Let's add you to the list. Luca. Why is it gone down one? Alright. And we also want characters. Chaska. Oh, Luca, right, I remember you. Honestly, guys, I have to do Luca first because I didn't manage to get to him. But only if you fixed your account. Let's check if you fixed your account now. Just so we can see if we can do you. Honestly, Luca deserved to be first. And he really wanted help yesterday and I couldn't get to him because his account wasn't good. But now it's good. So we'll get to him first and then we can move on to the rest. I'm so sorry, Casey. But it's just one person. You were already supposed to be after Drake anyway. All right. So, yeah, this is how we're looking. I improved my ZBuy build. Cool. So hard. And you check. Yeah, let's add you to the list also. We have Granny. Put you here and ZBuy. Yeah. All right. So we got a nice list here. I'm also appreciated that some people only want one, so we can get to other players more faster. I will allow two, but but having only one does help me get to other players as well, so we can actually go through everyone. But yeah, just pointing it out. Prince got robbed of his promotion. No, Prince will get his time to shine as the king. Don't worry for Prince. It's all good. She can't go above 30k. Yeah, right. I remember that. I remember that you said she can't go above 30k. I will look at her. Let me just do my dailies. Let me finish here with this thing. This one I need to remove from here. Let me just finish my dailies and we can go in. Right? If I'm not going to do my dailies, I'm not going to get Yelan. So, Yelan C1, right? Not Yelan, sorry, Yaemiko C1. So, yeah, I'm definitely have to do that. Casey, you will get your time as the king. Don't worry. Eventually, you will become the king. Let's do just that.
Where to?
Just to have a regular team. Just so it won't bitch.
Gone long.
Alright, let's start with this one. Let's see if this one would work. So this one is set. Okay. Start. Alright. Let's do a little bit of a rotation.
Lofty wisdom will show us the way.
So here, for everyone who said that Colombina can deal with only 150 energy recharge, this is the proof that even 120, not 120, 180 or even 200 is not enough. She's doing some good damage. Come on, let's finish it. 5, 3, 2. Come on. Alright. Now we can go out. What? Incomplete? I need to complete one. And I don't get it. What do I need to do to complete this? Let's see if it did complete in some way. Hey, I got a present. I leveled up. I don't really care about all this kind of stuff here. Thank you. I just don't like the notifications. Remove all the notifications. Thank you. Thank you for all that useless things. Yeah, I still need to finish one. Oh. Who is strongest character? Yeah, definitely ZBuy. ZBuy is the strongest character in the game, DPS in the game. But she will probably get outshine by one of the stellar DPSs. So we want DPS. One of the DPS challenges here can be complete pretty easily, but for some reason I just can't find it. If you guys know which one of those I can go in, do like 30 seconds and get out, I would appreciate it. I swear, I saw online. They said they show one of this, and I forgot which one it was. Let's just go to this one, I guess. Let's just do this one and see if it works. I don't care about the team. It doesn't matter. I just want to finish this. Let's do... what is this? Yeah, I don't care about this. Give me 30 seconds. We can do something.
This is order.
Bring it. Let the mountain's veins boil. Without further ado. Divine light, shield them.
It doesn't matter. I just want to complete it. 10 seconds. Okay, I finished it. Hopefully. Oh yes, we got it. We got it. Okay, so now I finished this. So yeah, it's not that bad if you find the right ones, if you mark them. So yeah, I will just mark this one. No, not the shop. I will just mark this one. It was this one. Mark it, and next time I know how to do it quickly. Now I get this Primo Gems. Very, very nice. Complete 2 popular Wonderland stages. Was that not a... Did I not complete 2 popular? Oh my god, come on. I still need to do another one. Sorry guys, sorry for stalling you. I swear, like... I had it. What's the criteria of your strongest DPS? The criteria is that Genshin Impact made them made their kit stronger. This is the criteria. You can have a character build as crazy as you can, but if the kit is not created to be stronger than another one, then the best kit in the game, then you will stay behind. Like, just in some special cases, when you mid-max completely, you can get one character to deal more damage than the other. I'm talking pure damage, right? Not to get it against a specific enemy. If you take the dummy, you bring a character, it doesn't matter how perfectly you build him. If he's C1 and you build him as perfectly as you can, he will still be weaker than the best designed character. It's just the way that it is. Like, it doesn't matter how good I build my Neuvillette, she will not pass my Zibai if both of them are on a... If Zibai is on a basic good build and Neuvillette is on a hyper good build, Zibai would still win. Because this is the way she's designed. It's just the way it is. This is the way Genshin get to keep controlling their characters. So they push you to pull for the next one. It is an annoying system. It is annoying that it's like that, but at least they are not that bad, the old ones. It depends, right? The really old characters are just bad now, and now they are getting buffed. But your level of investment, other than constellations, as long as you're not investing into constellation and you're investing in all the rest, then you can't really get that much out of your character than the base maximum level that he can give. Hopefully it's understandable. So at the end of the day, If Ziba is built to be the best, because her kit is just dishing the best numbers, then it's just the way it is. But over time, it also depends on enemies, right? It's not just, we are not fighting only dummies, right? We're also fighting specific requirements of enemies. This is the whole idea of the game, and this is why the game has so much layers and it's so interesting and it's so fun, and why it asks you to get more characters, right? If it was only, you were only fighting only one boss or one type of boss that only has one requirement, which is ditch as much as damage as you can, then at the end of the day you wouldn't need to get 100 characters. You would just need to get one character that is stronger than all the rest, and then you would kill it, or at least get one character that can deal enough damage to deal with this enemy. But this game has much more layers into it. That's why it's so fun and good, why it's designed so nicely. It has so much requirements where you need to bring specific elements, do specific reactions, do specific mechanics. So even though Ziba is the strongest DPS in the game, if I put her against the electrocharge, dummy that has the hands and all the stuff, the Aino enemy, she can't do shit. Like, she won't kill him. Maybe she can brute force him after a long time, but if you put her against him in the Stygian, she can't beat him. Maybe in very high constellations she can, but she just can't. I even tried it with a premium team, and I switched Ilua for Inefa. So I did bring a Lunar Charge, and it still wasn't enough. I still couldn't finish it with Zibai. So yeah, this game has a lot of layers. So even though a character is the best DPS in the game, it doesn't mean shit if you can't handle the rest of the enemies. You need character for every scenario. So being the best is not everything. You need an account that has a solution to every scenario. This is a good account, not an account that has the best DPS, an account that has a solution for every scenario that will be thrown at you. So recently there was like a lot of plunge enemies, right? And if you didn't have Varesa, or at least a Xinyan, Xinyan is the, yes, her, like, there is nothing you can do. Is her name Xinyan? I forgot. We double check it. What's her face? Yeah, Shanyan. Yeah, so if you didn't have her, or didn't have Oresa, or didn't have Gaming build, then you're pretty much screwed. Well, you could brute force it, but you can't brute force everything, right? So yeah, this is the situation in this game, which is really cool. I like it. It's good. It's not a criticism. It's actually a plus, a pro. Hey yo, how you doing, Raiden? Can't cook. Yeah, she can't. So yeah, I can manage to finish it. I will try one last time, and if it does, it does. If it's not, it is what it is. Let's try doing this one. Hopefully it's considered popular. Hopefully it's considered popular. Hopefully I can finish it and then I get the primos. If not, I will not waste your time anymore. We will just get to the regular dailies. I will finish them fast and then we can get to the reviews. I think next time I'm just going to do my dailies on my own time. And then what the hell is this? What is happening? Why is there so much UI on the screen? I think next time we'll just do my dailies on my own time. And then I will come into the stream so we can get right into the action, to the reviews. Hey Draco. We haven't started yet, I'm sorry. I'm trying to finish this shit. Sorry guys, you will have to bear with me. There's no way I'm not doing the dailies today. But if I can't get this 15 Primo Gems here now, then I will leave this in. Come on. Don't look at the damage, I'm not even trying. I'm just wanting to finish it. Okay. So we finished, hopefully. Yes, we got it. Great. So now hopefully this was considered a popular test dummy. So we can get the prize. I think we got it. Did we? I think we did. Yeah, great. So I will keep that in mind. Okay, great guys, we got it. So let me just add it to my list. So this was the one that was popular and this one doesn't give you popularity. All right. So now I'm good. Now next time I know what I'm doing. Let's just grab this because why not? Let's get out. Map. Monstered. Let's do some dailies. Finish the spend some resin and we can get on to the reviews. There's a game called Snake. Takes like 2 seconds to complete. It's popular. Yeah, I think if you were here a second ago, Draco, when I asked on the chat which one I can do, where were you? I was not great. I was so weak. Alone. You know. Yeah, I need 2 DPS runs. Are you free to play? No, I'm a dolphin. I usually don't buy the I don't buy Primo Gems, but I do buy the Battle Pass and I do buy the Welcome Moon every patch and every month. But I don't find myself buying the Primo Gems. Yeah, I didn't care about the HP. Oh, this is a nice piece. I didn't care about the HP, the experience, sorry. I was just care about doing the event. I have 9 days now to finish 8 more, so I might be able to get all the Primo Gems that they are giving. And I saw online that it's actually easy to get it, so yeah, I decided I will try. It took a bit of time to figure it out, but now I think next time it's gonna be much faster. Let me just finish my dailies and we can get on with the reviews. This is so big. At C6 it's Mavuika from what I know. Oh, this is a nice piece, but no, it's not a nice piece because it's HP. Just imagine if this one was attack. My god. This piece would have been insane. It's Mavuika, if I'm not mistaken. At C6 Mavuika is just the best DPS in the game. What I will say is that I didn't pay anything for Primo Gems, but I do have some sponsors, and some of my sponsors do pay me partially. They pay me with Primo Gems. So where is that? So I do have some of this checked out, but yeah, I usually don't buy the Primo Gems, the Genesis Crystals. But like I said, I worked with the Top Up Live and the Loot Bar, and sometimes they pay me money, and also they pay me monthly, like Genesis Crystal and stuff like that. So that's why I have it checked out, not because I paid money on it. So yeah, let's see. Nothing. All right, we have one more or maybe two more we can do just to finish the dailies.
I live within.
Stay back! The story has only...
Gotcha! Nowhere to run! Never at home!
On me! Up the ante!
Barca is strong. He's like the fourth strongest character in the game right now. DPS in the game. So funny how people shit on him for so long. Here we go. This was the one that I wanted to see. Guys, we got a very nice sand for Sandrone. You want us to try and level it up now? Maybe I can even give it to... Oh, this is also a very, very nice circlet. Can be amazing on anyone, honestly, that is skilled with attack. Like Nicole. Let's try leveling up those two pieces. Let's see what we get. Huh? How about you give me a bit of luck? How about the streamer luck, guys? Give me some luck. Let's see if we can get these pieces up. This piece is cute. Oh no. Oh, it's attack. I don't want to do crit on her, which is a shame. But it is still a very good piece. It wasn't this, it was this. This is a very good piece, but you don't want crit on her. So I'm maybe not going to level this one, but I definitely want to level this one. Do I have one already leveled out of these ones? No, I don't. I don't. So yeah, I was missing this. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Yeah, we're good. It was telling me that we had problem with the TikTok. Never mind, ignore it. Anyways, yeah, so we have for Sandrone already pre-farmed. We got this piece, which is cute. It's not the end of the world, but it's cute. We have this piece, which is also nice. Double crit. It gives 12 crit rate, which is cute. Sandrone also gets the cryo resonance, right? So here we didn't have anything. Here we have this piece, which is actually very, very nice. And here we actually didn't have a circlet, a good one. Yeah, we didn't get one that gives crit. But now we have this one also. So if I can get this one to be good, we can actually put an off piece of the sand of the circlet. So yeah, we'll have a full set for her. So yeah, guys, wish me luck. Let's see what we can get. Hopefully we can complete her set. Are you ready? Here we go. No, don't go to defense. The fact that it goes to defense on the other ones, it's a bit sad and a bit frightening, but it is what it is. Come on. Yes. Come on, guys, we got luck. Streamer luck. Come on, here we go. And here we go. Guys, give me the streamer luck. For now, it's working. Bad. Alright, we have another last one. If the last one goes to crit, I would still use this piece. Please go to crit. Come on. And guys, go to crit. No. Man, it is what it is. I haven't got enough streamer luck yet. It's okay, never mind. It is what it is. Next time, maybe I will create a piece. Or maybe I can adjust this one with the feathers. Let's finish this dailies. Oh, feels so weak now. It's because I didn't get to activate the during burst. Let's go. Alright. Alright. Finish this. Bad. Why is it locking it? Okay, it's on its wrist. Kikyo, have you been here all along and I missed you? Good to have you back on the stream. Kikyo. Alright, let's cash in.
Try to keep up.
These dailies
Add
and start doing the reviews.
Thank you for
Thank you, thank you.
Add Astra.
Let's take in some of these ones. Thank you very much. If you guys are not doing it daily, forging daily, this stuff, you're missing out. I didn't do it for years, and almost didn't have any of those left to level up my weapons. So now I'm doing it like daily, and it's actually piled up pretty nicely. Alright, so we got the 5th one. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4. Alright. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. Alright, guys. We got it. What is this? Money, money, money. Alright. Let's put her so she won't talk too much. And let's go start doing some reviews, right? Alright. And let me just open up the review page. And yeah, we are doing Luca first. Let's help out doing he or she. I don't know, guys. Genders is just hard with names sometimes. Luca, you can be a girl or a boy. I will for everyone. I'm just saying, if it's not obvious, I'm going to go with a boy. Like I'm gonna. So, Luca, brother. Luca, are you here? Are you with us? Luca, I'm not going to review you if you're not here, right? Give us a sign that you're here. And we can do your Chaska and help see why you're not doing. Here we are. Alright. So why are you doing 30k with Chaska? Now when you're saying 30k, you mean like 30k hits, or you're doing 30k team DPS? What do you mean by 30k? So first, we got. Wanna treat all of us like a boy? Are you calling me what? Well, Prince is a bit hard, man. When I say Prince, it automatically reads as Princess. I don't know why. I guess most people don't call themselves Prince, but just forgive me. Come on, I'm here to help you. I'm sorry, it just slipped. But no, you're a prince. You need to be a king. If you write king, I promise you I will not call you queen. Alright. So we got this crown, which is really good, and we got this on 9, which is already looking great. She's level 90. You're saying DPS. So you're saying your team, your whole team together, when you're going to the dummy, is doing 30k DPS? That's crazy. Let's see. Confirm that in the chat, if I'm mistaken, about what you said. So we got R1, Songs of Stillness, which R1 is a bit low, but this weapon, after the wielder is healed, they will deal 16 more damage. This can be triggered even when the character is in Nautilus field. This is a cute weapon for her. It does give a nice amount of damage percent, but the thing is it's only R1. Why not go for Slingshot? So Slingshot, you wanna hit the special Where is Slingshot? Oh, it's a 3-star, sorry. So yeah. If a normal or charge attack hits a target within 0.3 seconds of being fired, increase damage by 36 by 60%. Otherwise, decrease by 10. Honestly, if I'm not mistaken, Chaska hits her enemies instantly, right? She charges the attack and then she instantly hit her enemy. It doesn't like shoot. So there is two chances. There is one chance that on the one hand, it might be that she gets this buff all the time, or she doesn't get it at all. I'm not sure 100%. You know what? Let's check it for you. Chaska on Slingshot gets the buff. Is Slingshot variable for Chaska? Passive effect doesn't work on Chaska, so it's kind of dead on her. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's not relevant for you, mate. Okay, so no, not that. This weapon, I guess it's good, but you also have other crit weapons that can be really nice. The fact is that she really wants a ton of attack, but you do get it from her goblet. So you have the option to go on the goblet with double attack, right? You go circlet goblet attack because she does a lot of different reactions. So yeah, you did go double attack, which is the way to go. Which means you have a lot of attack. So maybe you can compensate by adding some crit. So let's look at your crit. You got 40 on 170. This is not such a bad one, especially you're getting 40 from this. So you have 80 on 160. 70, sorry. Which is a good 1-to-2 ratio. And you have 120 here. You have 2.5 here. That's actually not a bad... This is not a bad like build. Let's look at your pieces. So you got this piece which only gives 1 crit. It is nice and it does give also attack, but like I said before in other streams, on your main character, and I can see it's just a pattern. No, it's not a pattern. You have double crit here, double crit here. You don't have any crit here at all. And here it's nice. Let's look at it. So what I tell everyone all the time, and listen well, on the feather and flower, there is no reason at all not to go for double crit. You always want to go on your main DPS that cares about crit, right? You want, and all main DPS care about crit. So you want to make sure you go on double crit. Yeah, sometimes you didn't manage to get it. So keep farming until you get it, because this is the easiest one to get, right? Here it's harder to get double crit on a specific one that you want, right? Here. But here you always get attack, flat attack, and you always get flat HP. So that means no matter which piece of double crit you get, you can use. Here you can get double crit, but it will be HP, it will be energy recharge. Here pyro, electro, it will be here other stuff. But here and here, you will any piece that you get that has double crit is relevant. So this is why those two are the easiest one to get double crit, and this is why you always want to make sure you at least on those ones you definitely have double crit. So here you have only one crit, so it's not possible for me. This is not acceptable. So yeah, even though it's cool because it gives a lot of attack and it gives a nice amount of crit damage, you need to switch this. You need to improve this. This is a nice one, especially because of the attack. This is a nice piece. This is also a nice piece. These pieces are not crazy, but they are nice. For free to play, that's completely understandable. This piece is trash. Trash piece. It doesn't give her attack. It doesn't give her HP. She don't care about that elemental mastery. It doesn't give any crit. It's trash. Trash, trash, trash. Maybe if it would have given a bit of attack, maybe. But it's just trash. This one is actually pretty nice. Just because of it did roll into crit and it rolled into attack. So this one is nice. So you have two pieces which are actually not that good. One that it's fine, but I won't definitely replace, and one that it's trash. The other ones are decent. They're not crazy, but they're good. They're good enough to use them. And then you have the weapon, which is not refined at all. If you would have refined it, I guess it would have been good because it would have given you, instead of 16, you would have gotten 32. I could have just calculated in my head. It's always twice the amount of the one. So 32, which is like twice what you already get. So it's actually, but honestly, even with this build, it's hard for me to believe that you are doing 30 K team DPS. You might not. What is your team? Give us your team. Write your team down so we can understand who are we playing with, and maybe it's the problem in the team. Of course, it also depends on your team's build. Is this the team? Like, this is your team? Hopefully not. Like, Bennett and Auron are great for her, but I hope you don't play her with Barbara. She's not the end of the world, but it's not good. Yeah, give us your team. So we got Bennett, Auron, and Barbara. Shit. Okay, now I understand the problem. Alright. Auron is cute, he's not doing that much damage, but Barbara is definitely shit. Okay, how new are you to the game? Like, how long are you playing? If you are a new player, I'm not going to shit on you. It takes time, right? It takes time to get a good account. It takes time to get a good character, to get good build. What AR are you? Adventure rank, if you didn't understand what the AR is. So you got only C2 Bennett. So I guess you're pretty new to the game. Yeah, new plan is to use whatever they have. Yeah, definitely. 2-3 months. Yeah, you're completely new. That's fine. It's all good. Enjoy the game. This is an amazing game. In a way, I envy you. You can experience the game from the start. You know, find all the magical places in this game. Explore it. This is a beautiful and amazing game. This is really a beautiful game, with all the trash people saying about it, with all the trash people saying that it's got bad over the years, with all the rewards that we are getting and stuff like that. Eventually, at the end of the day, there is a reason it was so popular, and why so many people like it. Yes, there was the old Corona thing that it came out exactly in the Corona, when everybody was stuck at home, and that's why it got a big boost in popularity. But it also does something. Like, there was still a lot of games then. So I'm playing from beginning. Are you asking me or Luca? So yeah, this is an amazing game. It's very magical. It's very well done. Like, you look at all these gacha competitors, even the recent really popular ones, and you can see some problem with the polish of them. But here, all the animation are like top notch. All the creative and everything, all the voice acting, it's really, really, really good. Yeah, it can get boring sometimes with the quests, but the world is so vibrant, and everywhere you go there is something to see. Like nothing is looking exactly the same as the other one. Yes, if you go around a lot across the world, a lot of places look like just green grass, but after every mountain there is like a unique space, a unique location that you never see anywhere, and it's really, really creative. Like when I explored this world for the first time, I was like, damn, who thought about this location, who created this? It's so magical, it's so beautiful. So I was blown away and fell in love. Like for those who don't know, which is probably all of you, before I started doing YouTube, I was actually a game I worked at a game company, video game company. So I was the creative manager. That means I did animations for the game, I did the environments, I did stuff in Unity and all this kind of stuff. And so I was in this space. I knew the how hard it is to get stuff like this done and how much creative you have to be to create stuff like this. And man, when I played this game for the first time, I was like, I was blown away. Today we got other games that are amazing, very modern, like Withering Wave, and we got the Neverness to Everness, whatever it's called, which is really, really cool. They are not my cup of tea because they are very futuristic and they are not vibrant enough for my eyes. I'm sorry. I'm more of the vibrant type of person. I like my fantasy style, medieval fantasy and vibrant and a lot of colors. And when I played Withering Wave, which I actually did, I played the whole first part, like the whole first story. I 100% it. I got all of the good characters. I got all the good teams. But as I played it, even though it had really, really cool and good like exploration that definitely outshines Genshin, it was so bland in terms of the environment. Like everywhere I go, it was just dark and gray, and it just got me out of it. I just couldn't like it couldn't hook me. Like and also I'm looking now at Neverness to Everness, Xenazone Zero, which maybe I will check out. And they are all like urban cities, and they look very gray. And I don't like all this futuristic, gray looking game. And it saddens me because these games look amazing. They look insane. They look so polished and nice. But then they are all the world, all the environment and everything is just so gray. And you go around and everything looks the same. Neverness to Everness especially annoys me because it looks so good. But then at the end of the day, the whole world is just a city. So if I want to be in a city, I will just go outside. I will be in a city or play GTA, where I can do much more than Neverness to Everness in terms of, crimes and stuff like that, and shooting people and stuff like that. But when I play games, this is for escape. I want to escape. This is about escaping. So I want to go to places where I can't go in the real world, right? And Neverness to Everness is just going out into the city. And I was thinking like, okay, I'm going to go into the city, go into a shop inside the game. And I was like, I can go to a shop now physically. Like, why would I want to go to a shop in the game? What am I fucking doing? Right? So I want to do in video games what I can't do in the real world. Which is go on like medieval fantasy world with powers and elements and things that I can't do in the real world. Yes, there are this kind of aspects in these games, but they are very little, and I want vibrant. Like this is also very, very preferenceable, if that's a word, where I really like vibrant design. You can also see my account, you can see my channel. It's very, very vibrant, and that's by design. Also because I wanna fit myself into the Genshin style, and also because I like vibrant stuff. Like, they're really eye-grabbing and fun. So so yeah, honestly, this is the reason that you ask if I play other games. Other than Genshin, I now started playing what's this called? Mongile Stardive, which is a really, really casual game. Right, lately, very recently, like almost all the creators started doing like a review on it. I guess they got a paid review for it, and honestly, it's very, very casual. It's very light-hearted. It's not Genshin or anything. It's not even close. If you wanna invest in it long term, it might not be worth it, but and it's definitely not Genshin. Like, you are pretty much locked. You can't jump. You can't. It's not an open world. It's pretty much linear world. It's more like a hybrid between Maple Story and Genshin, like right in the middle. And the design of it was really, really cool. I like the design of the characters. I like the design of the world. Everything was so vibrant. It get me into the fantasy escapism that I wanted. But I'm starting to rethink if I want to stay long term because of the decisions of the devs. So we will see. We will see. What do you think about? I don't. What? Honka Starwell, right? So I don't like turn-based games. I don't like turn-based games. So it doesn't matter how good the game looking and how good it's built and created. It might be one of the best games created in the way that it was created, but I just don't like turn-based games. I want to be in the action. I want to be able to dodge. I want to be able to evade. I want to be able to explore and fight like in real life, like as real as it can get, right? No one is fighting in real life. But yeah, so I don't like waiting for my turn when I see like the enemy just attacking me. So yeah, like Genshin and Clash Royales. All right, yeah. So yeah, we dived into this too much. Luca, what I will say is that it doesn't matter if you're doing. The reason you are doing 30k is because your team is not built enough. Your team is not like a traditional Chaska team, and that's completely fine. You are too early into the game to worry about DPS. All you need to do right now is just enjoy the game. Your Chaska, for a 3 months player, your Chaska is actually built very, very well, right? Yes, you have a trash goblet, but in 3 months you actually build her extremely well all the way around. You probably don't have enough builds to max this. You probably didn't have enough resin to farm enough of this. So getting these sets, these pieces is actually pretty nice. And also leveling up all your pieces, also for your other characters. Like if all of your other characters also 20, which it looks like they are, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like they are. So you actually build your characters pretty well for 3 months. Yeah, it's cute. You know, it's basic. It's cute. Don't worry about it now. Like, honestly, this is the last thing you need to worry about. What you need to worry about is the ability to deal with everything in the open world, not in the end game. The end game is not for you right now. Like, you can't try doing end game, like Abyss and stuff like that. But you also, like, if this is the only characters you have, then just don't worry about it, right? You need 2 full teams, and you barely have even 1. So what you need to worry about is just playing the game, exploring, opening everything, leveling up, collecting as much Primo Gems from the world. If you haven't seen it, I made a full guide on which region give you the most Primo Gems, so you can check it out if you want to really maximize your exploration to give you as much Primo Gems as possible. But at the end of the day, you will want to explore all of them. But just enjoy the game, really. Take it casual. There is no rush. This is not an MMO. This is a single player adventure. Just go and explore, and there is no rush. Really, there is no rush. Maybe the only rush is if you really want the character and they're right now on the banner and you see that you might have the chance to get them, then maybe rush. But other than that, you are in no competition with anyone but yourself in this game. Really, it's not an MMO. There is no PvP here. Just take it chill. Don't worry about DPS. You will get there. It's an easy game. Genshin is an easy game. As long as you're not doing dire, it's easy. So yeah, take it easy. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Let's move on to the next player. Draco, I'm sorry, but you're still staying third. KC, the king. Let's do you. But yeah, the fact that we are only doing one character is also really, really good. I'm here, bro. Yeah, let's do your Risley, right? So you got a C2 Alakino, and you want us to only look at your Risley. That's fair. Okay, that's fine. Let's look. So we got a C1 Risley with the Witset. The Witset is actually pretty nice on Risley as long as you're playing in a Mel team, because all of the buffs that it gives are relevant for Risley. So it's actually extremely good on him. The problem with the Witset that I said 1,000 times, it has a 30 seconds cooldown, which means you won't get, if you have like a 15-second rotation, that means the second rotation won't have any buffs. But the good thing is that when you get the buff, no matter which buff you will get, as long as you are in a Mel team, and he's the one melting, you will get a good buff. Okay, so we got triple crown, sorry. Very, very nice. Triple crown Risley, which is cool. All of his talents doing good damage, fine damage, and relevant. C1, I forgot what it does. 1 second. Okay, it looks nice. It looks like a nice constellation. It doesn't like look groundbreaking, but it looks nice. Okay, let's look. We got it R5, which is very, very important. Very nice. We got 1.6k attack, which looks a bit on the lower side, but it's still fine. We got 40 and we got 322 crit damage, which is extremely high, and that's cool. Let's see if you have enough crit rate. So we got 40, we got another 36 from this set, so we got 77, right? 77, and we also hopefully you got another cryo on the team, which, you know what, you might not want to have because you want him to do the melting, so that means you are not getting the cryo resonance. So if you're not getting the cryo resonance, you're actually stuck on 77, which is just barely scraping the okay. He does a lot of hits, so you can get away with 80, but it's a bit on the lower side. I know you like the 322 numbers just shining there, being really, really strong and cool, but as long as you are not critting, this 300 doesn't worth anything, right? But 77 is fine, unless I'm missing something and he gets some crit elsewhere that I don't remember. He's pretty much stuck on 77, which is like scraping the fine, because he's not Mavwika and he doesn't really care about any nuke attacks, and he's doing a lot of small attacks, then it's fine. But I would try to get to the 80, 85. But 77 is basically 80, so yeah, it's fine, I guess. We got a very, very nice piece here. Very nice piece. Another very, very nice piece. They're like the same piece. This is really cool. And another very, very good piece. My god, this piece is insane. And it's on set. Thick. Really, this piece is insane. And it gives attack. And we got another very, very good piece. And attack and the arm. And we got another great, great piece with double attack and rolling to crit all the way to 13. Your pieces are really, really good, and I understand why you are using them. If I had this piece, I would have probably done the same, but I would feel a bit bad about not reaching the 80. But it's still very, very good. Your Rise is solid. You can feel comfortable playing him and doing a ton of damage probably. So yeah, very, very nice. Congrats. Cheers. Yeah, we can do yours as well. I can add you to the list. John. Johnny boy. John. Alright. And you want me to look at? Just tell me who you want me to look at. Game changer. I can do for okay. If you can do 400k, 450k charge attacks, that's crazy. Sorry, I missed your. Check out Lakino too, bro. I don't know, good or not. Okay, we can look at your Lakino. Okay, we can also look at Raiden. Let me add Raiden here. I want us to look. Raiden wants Mualani and Bina. Okay. Akash, let's add you as well. Just tell me which one you want me to look at. Give me 2 characters at most, or 1 or 2 characters. And John, what are we looking at? You gave me a UID, but you didn't give me characters. Nephim of Wicca. No, you can only do 2. I'm sorry. There is too many people. I can't get to all of you. So we have to do 2. So Nephim of Wicca. And Mavika Lakino. That's cool. Alright. Okay, guys, let's start doing it. Let's look at your Alakino really quick. And, well, okay, so Sito Alakino is extremely strong. This is an extremely good constellations. His Sito is really, really cool. And I think a Sito makes it so you can actually get the... You don't have to wait anymore, right? If I'm not mistaken. Don't have to wait for the X to change into the big X. If it's true and I'm not mistaken, then that's actually really, really cool. King, let's see first. King, it's good to have you on the stream. Let me go through a few of my of the other players on the list, and if we can get to you, then I will add you as well. C2 helps with L2. Alright. Yeah, I remember something like that. Okay. And the C1 is actually very, very cool because it helps her with interruption resistant to interruption, sorry, which is really good on her because she goes in close, she fights close, so any interruption resistance is really helpful. Also, she really needs to make sure she does her combo properly if you play her in a melt team, so she not overcap on the aura. So if you get interrupted, that can actually hurt your aura. It can hurt your combos, right? Okay, so we got double double crown, and we got 8, which is really really cool spread. I will say that if you didn't have C2, which helps with the burst, I would there was no reason to alt. I'm saying there was no reason to crown it, because it's just there for health, and the skill is actually more important because it actually does ticks while you're going through your supports, right? Because you use your skill, move on to your support, swap out to your support, and while you're using their abilities, the X is changing to the big X, and it also ticks Pyro and does damage. So that's why it's more important than the burst. But because you have C2, it's actually cool. We got Jade Spear, which is really really good on her. It's a great weapon for her, yeah. Then we got 2k attack, which is very very based. 42 elemental mastery, nice to see. 72 on 240, oh, basically 250. This is a very nice ratio. Very nice ratio. Alakino does a lot of attacks, so 72 is basically okay. You would want to go to 80 as she get any crit rate. She does not get here any crit rate. So you would want to go to 80, but if you play a double cryo, which she doesn't particularly want, but if you do play double cryo, you can get the cryo resonance. But it is a nice ratio. I would take out some crit damage to give to 80, but that's it. Okay, let's look at it. God damn, look at that flower shit. Look at that flower, guys. This is one of the best flower I've ever seen. Crazy piece. Crazy piece. Really. This is an insane piece, and it gives the M. Alright, now we have also another beautiful piece. Like, this is insane. This is already like really really good and beautiful, but this piece is insane. So yeah, and it gives attack. And we have another piece which is really really good and give elemental mastery. And we got another piece that it's really really good and give attack. And we have another piece that gives 14 crit rate, which is insane. Your pieces are insane, but unfortunately you still didn't manage to get to 80. Even though you have a crit rate weapon, right? Which is kind of surprising with how good your pieces are. And it's not like you got double crit and they only went to crit damage. They also went to crit rate, but you have a crit rate weapon, but you still didn't manage to get to 80 for some reason. So it's actually surprising a bit, but it is what it is. I will try to get somehow to 80. I really don't know which pieces here you can replace to compensate here. But because this is not a hard set to get good pieces of, right? You get this set pretty easily. Then you might have a chance to get some piece that will actually work here. 1 second. Just cry. 1 second. All right, I'm with you. Listen this. Let me just read through your messages. Yeah, she does need more crit rate. I see too. But there. But no signature. Yeah, he's right. You got C2, but you didn't get a signature. Well, you have Jade Wing Spear, which honestly it's very, very similar to, very close to how good a signature. A signature is obviously better, but it is close. Anyways, I wouldn't change the spear. I think it's amazing, and you wouldn't get any more crit rate from getting a signature. They give exactly the same amount, right? You don't get crit rate, more crit rate in the effect, right? I'm pretty sure. You don't. Yeah, you don't get any more crit rate. Yeah, so that won't help you. It would give you a bit more synergy with the Bond of Life, but it won't help you. So you need something here that gives a bit more crit rate. But your pieces are already like insane, so you should be proud of her. So yeah, I'm sure your Alakino just melts through everything. Alright, thank you very much for sharing. Appreciate it. So thank you, Casey, and you're almost a king in my eyes. Alright, no longer human. Let's look at your Tainari. Are you here with us still? No longer human. Where is your Tainari? Anytime, mate. So yeah, guys, if I review your account, I can. I'm streaming every day, so the next day I can you can give me your UID again, and I can review it again for other 2 characters that you want, if you want, or any other question that you have. I will be happy to help if I see them in the chat. Sometimes I miss, but it is what it is. So John, yeah, there is a list as you can see, and you're right here. So right here. So yeah, I will get to you. But I see that No Longer Human is actually not here right now. I will leave him on the screen on the list, but we can move on to Draco. Draco, I know you're here. So let's see your Alakino and Yuvilet. I will try to make it quick so we can actually get to everyone. And you won't get tired of it. But hopefully you can also listen to the other reviews and get some some knowledge about these other characters if you have them. And maybe I'm actually reviewing, because a lot of time, like, we have Nubilet here, Alakino here, Zibai here, Zibai. So we have doubles. So a lot of the things that I would say to other character players review, I might be relevant for you. So yeah, if you want to listen, might be helpful. Okay, so we are looking at Alakino and Nubilet, the Fontaine guys. Not guys, but yeah, the Fontaine DPSs. Alright, so we got a C0 double crown. Okay, like I said before, if you are not C2, which you get benefit for her burst, there is really no reason to crown her burst. Her burst is really not that helpful. Yeah. So you want to actually, if you want to double crown something, you want to double crown her normal attacks, definitely the most important part, and you can also crown her skill, which does do some kind of damage throughout the rotation. But her burst is just healing, and at C6 you basically don't want to use it ever. Like, it's not like, okay, I'm leveling it because it might do some damage. You don't want to use it. Well, you might use it when you get into a tight spot, so it is good to have it at least at 8. So you can, because it does give more healing the more you level it, but the damage is not really that important. Like, you never, ideally, in the best case scenario, you would never use it. All right, let's move on. So you have her signature, which is really, really cool. The signature is one of the most beautiful signatures in the game. Actually transforms into a scythe. Really cool. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. Like, for those who haven't seen it, let me just show you how it looks, because it's one of the most beautiful scythes in the game. Not to make you feel like you didn't like you're missing something. Where is my Alakino? Here shit. So yeah, let's put it in the sunset. So yeah, right now, such a beautiful, and then it turns into a scythe. Look at this thing. Look at this weapon.
I'll post the commission at the adventure.
One of the most beautiful weapons in the game and coolest. Like, look at this scythe. And then it transforms. Such a beautiful weapon, honestly. Oh, you can't see it. Lol, I don't believe it. All this time. Why no one saying anything? I'm like showing you it in the game. You couldn't see it. Let me do it again. I'm sorry. So you can see it right now. It's such a beautiful, and then it turns into a scythe. Look at it. Just look at this weapon.
Guess I'll post the commission at the adventure. Welcome. How can I help you?
Just look at it.
Star Snatch Cliff.
Check out this beautiful thing. And then it transformed back into the regular thing. Yeah. Sorry for those who didn't see before. But yeah. It's really, really cool. Anyways, let's continue with the review. Beautiful weapon, really, really nice. So we got 2.2k, which is really cool. 64 is great to have. 92 on 205 crit damage. Very nice ratio. Very nice ratio. So this is actually, I don't know if to say that this is a better ratio than before. Before it was like 75 on 250. Which is great when you crit, but this one is definitely critting more, so it actually might come out to even more damage. So it's actually more well-rounded crit ratio. Very nice crit ratio. Okay, so let's look at the pieces. We got a signature set, which is not easy to farm, guys. It's not easy. It's with the Emily set, which is really, really bad if you don't have Emily, which most of us don't. We got a double crit, which is really, really cool, and attack. Another double crit. Wait, stop everything. Stop everything, guys. Stop everything. This is crit rate. This is 21 crit rate. Just hold on. I'm just trying to wrap my head around this. I think the best one I've seen here, and I was shocked, was like 16 or 17, which was, I was like, I didn't even know it can go this high. But 20 freaking 1? How high the crit can go? 21? And it is double crit, and it also gives attack. Jeez, that's insane. That's the best, one of the best pieces I've ever seen. 21. I had no idea that it can go this freaking high. Wow, that's insane. That piece is insane. You should be proud. You should know that you are probably one of the only players ever who has this piece. I won't be surprised if you are the 1% player. If there is only 1% of players that has a piece like this. I definitely don't. That's insane. Wow. Okay, we can move on, but man, I had to emphasize. Like, jeez, 21. Very nice. Alright, this piece is also insane. Very good ratio and 8 attack. This piece is also amazing. Amazing. 12 crit rate. And elemental mastery and attack. This piece is also beautiful. It's not crazy, but it's beautiful. And it gives attack and it gives elemental mastery. Beautiful. Pyro on set double crit with elemental mastery and attack. My god, when you saw this piece coming out from the domain, how excited were you to see this piece? Like, you do this domain, and this domain is like resin trash. It just kills your resin. And then you finish the domain, you press on collect, and you get a pyro on set that gives you double crit and attack and elemental mastery. I would jump out of my seat even before I leveled it up. And after I leveled it up, if it went this hard into crit damage and crit rate, like, you can't lose. Like, even if it gone to elemental mastery and attack, this piece would have still been solid. But it didn't. It go to crit rate and crit damage. So that's just an insane piece as well. So much insane pieces on one character is illegal. It's just illegal. And the last one is also amazing piece, giving 11 crit rate and 11 attack. Man, this set is godly. I want it. Give it to me. Jeez. Honestly, with this set, I would just crown this just to make a point. Honestly, just to make a point. And such a beautiful ratio, you know? Very, very nice. You should be extremely, extremely proud. This looks amazing. Very beautiful ratio. Very beautiful Alakino. You must be slaying everything. Yeah. Very, very nice. Okay, let's look at your new Villette. I'm dying to see him now. After this. Hope it won't disappoint. Okay, so we got new Villette C1, which is based. Really good. Really good to have new Villette C1. These days less, but it's just a nice box to tick. It gives him just so much comfort and flexibility. So yeah, it's great. I'm not going to go over what it does. You already all know. I went over it 1,000 times. I'm not going to start glazing him again. I would try to. But yeah, New Villette, for those who don't know, is my best character, my favorite character. I just love him. I think he's amazing. And that's it. That's all I'm going to say about him. So we can move on. Okay, so you crown his normal attacks and charge attack, which is the most important. Yeah, these two are also nice to level, but they are not mandatory. Yeah, it's pretty nicely leveled. We got his signature, which is beautiful. We got 45k HP. Like, at this point, I would just go for a... Like, if you playing with Farina, which you do have, which you probably do play, or even with Colombina, how much do you get? You almost get to the 50. So I would honestly just go with the HP goblet, but we will see your pieces in a second, see if it's worth switching. So let's first go through them. So we got 55 on 276. I can already see issues, and I can already see why we have the issues, and I can already see why you got so much HP. This is, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is a triple HP new villain. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is interesting. This is interesting. Let's dive in. Let's see what we're dealing with. Honestly, I can already see a lot of problems. New Villette, like Nefer, are characters who cares about crit damage. Extremely care about it. So you really want to get above the 300, because all DPSs care about crit, but a lot of them also extremely care about attack. He also extremely care about HP, but he's more care about crit than any other DPS because he scaled extremely well with crit, unlike other main DPSs. So you really want to pass the 300, especially if you have his signature. Let me just remember what it does. Yeah. So yeah, you really want to pass the 300. So saying triple, if you had a crit damage circlet and you didn't get to 300, it would have been weird, and there will probably be things to adjust here. But because you have triple HP and you have so much HP, you don't need to get to 50. Getting to 40 after you have the hydro resonance, which gives HP, it's enough. It's enough. You want to focus the rest on your crit. So getting like 350 would be extremely more valuable than getting 45 or 50 HP, and then you are really lacking on the crit damage. That would be much better. So I see what you try to do there, but the crit damage is more valuable than HP. And at this point, honestly, you can just switch this one for a crit damage one, and it would have been amazing, right? This piece gives him 36, right? 36. If I'm not mistaken, it gives 36. Yeah, it does give 36. Crit rate, that means that you are getting 80, 90 something. Yeah, you're good on the crit rate. But on the crit damage, you're very lacking. You want to go above the 300, and if you can, you get close to the 330, 50, sorry. And with the HP, you want to be around 35 to 40. And that would be a very solid ratio all around. So let's look at your pieces. We got very nice. This is a broken piece for New Villette. Like, so much HP. You're getting very nice crit. Very nice. Okay, we got again double with 15 crit rate and 15 crit damage. That's a crazy piece. We also have here another beautiful piece with HP, and it also gives HP. We have another beautiful piece. This piece is really nice, but I wouldn't be surprised with how good your other pieces if you can get a hydro piece that gives similar stats to this, right? It's very good, but it's not as good as this one, or as this one, or as this one. It's good, but it's above your other ones. So this is where you can actually adjust, and you can give him the hydro, but only after you see how much hydro you have when you lose this one, because this one you definitely want to switch. This is a beautiful piece. It gives double crit with 13 crit rate. This is great. I see what you try to do there, because you're getting so much crit from your pieces, from your substats, but going below, if it was 300, it would have been one of the craziest New Villette. Really, I wouldn't care that you're going triple HP, and it would have been one of the most craziest New Villette I've seen. But because it doesn't get to 300 at least, I would say that you want to switch this one. And when you switch this one, hopefully we'll switch it to a good piece that also gives you crit and hopefully some HP as well. If you are getting below, you will get below, like I can already... No, it's not. No, I'm not saying that. No. If you are getting below the 40, then you might want to keep this one, this piece with the HP. Now, I would say you want to keep this piece only if you get below the 35. If you remove this piece and you get below the 35, which you probably won't, you can replace this piece. But if you replace this piece and then you get below the 35, then you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. I would keep this. I would try to keep myself at 35 and get him the crit damage circuit. And then it will be sick. then you have a very, very good balanced ratio all around. All right. So very, very nice. Thank you so much. Very good, beautiful account. Insane pieces. My God, let me just look at this one again. Like Jesus, 21 crit rate. I will remember that. All right. Thank you very much, Draco. Very nice account. Let's move on to Lucien. Lucien, are you still here with us? Shiva did it? I don't remember honestly. Let me just. No, I didn't call you. Oh shit! I might have removed someone. No, 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 no. I'm doing stuff that I shouldn't do. And this one doesn't have a redo button. Which character did you want, John? Sorry. I removed them by mistake. John, if you are still here, please write. Oh no, I see. Alakino and Mavuika and Alakino. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was trying to save something. But never mind. It's all good. We already did all of this. That's fine. We are with Lucien, who is here. Yeah, you are here. Alright, awesome. Kratos. Yeah, it's crazy. He's just got too much HP. Alright, Lucien, let's do you. You do you. Alright, Lucien. Let's look at your Ziba and your Villette. See. Alright. It'll be easy to find them. Alright, let's look at Ziba because we just had a look at your Villette. Alright. We are looking at 1 crown and 1 9, which is solid. And we have a C0R1 Z-Buy, level 90, very nice. Very basic so far. 2.3k, cute, very, very nice. It's good. I usually see 2.5k here, but that's also very solid. As long as you are above the 2k defense, you are good. But I would try to go get to 2.5k because I see that it's not that hard of a reach. I see 250 EM, which is extremely high, and you're not going for an EM piece. So this is very, very good. This is great. Like if you manage to get 246 EM without readjusting and doing something weird with your pieces and weapon, it's actually very, very nice. Let's see, we got 60 on 290. Very good ratio. But we are getting, this gives 36 as well, right? I'm just trying to remember. This piece gives 36. Why am I going here? It literally says it here. No, it gives 30. Okay, so we are looking at 90, and we also have Ilua, which gives 14. So we're actually overcapping a bit. If you don't have Ilua at C6, it will only bring 10, so you are capping at 100, which is fine. If you have Ilua at C6, you're actually overcapping by 5 points, which is not the end of the world, but it is overcapping still. But you have 490. Honestly, it would have been great, beautiful, if you had 50 crit rate and you had 300 or 310. That would have been beautiful, but it's not the end of the world. I wouldn't like go out of my way of going back to the domain and start farming crazy and switch a crazy piece just so I can have this perfect ratio. It's all good. Your Ziba is insane already. I can already see it. Okay, one thing that I will do for her is would give her a bit more energy recharge. She does care about it. Her burst does do a good amount of lunar crystallize damage. So you do want to make sure you burst every rotation. I don't know if you have Ilua. I don't know if you have Ilua at C6 or even Ilua in general or have Linnea. But so you can write us in the chat what is your team, your Zebai team, so we can get a bigger picture. But you definitely want just a bit more energy recharge. Let me look at my Zebai and see how I'm looking. I'm actually have the same amount, and I do feel like I'm struggling a bit with the energy recharge, especially in Stygian. The good thing about her is that she can use her burst like at any point of a rotation, right? Because she goes in she presses her skill, and then she has 4 uses of her special skill, and you can at the beginning of the rotation you can use a skill, you can use it in the middle between each one of those special skills, and you can also use it at the end. So you have a lot of flexibility. But if you don't use, I got triple geo. That's fine. That's really helpful. I'm also using, of course, a premium team, so I do get a lot of geo. And because of her flexibility to use the burst whenever she wants in the rotation, it's not the end of the world if you have only 110. But I feel like I'm a bit lacking there. So if I had like 5, 10, or even 5 more energy recharge, I would have felt better. But honestly, I wouldn't go so much out of my way to change a very good pieces. Like I said with the crit ratio, I wouldn't go out of my way to completely redo my pieces if they are looking really good. Let's look at your pieces now. Okay, so we got a very nice crit ratio and defense and energy. This is a beautiful piece for her. We got another beautiful piece. Not crazy, but beautiful, and I can see where you're getting your elemental mastery. Another great piece with elemental mastery. Another really good piece. This is a cracked piece with elemental mastery also, which is really good. Of course, double defense. And we got a really great piece. Really great piece here. This is crit rate, which is funny to use a crit rate circlet on a set that gives crit rate, where you also get crit rate from your character, but I guess your pieces are really nice, so your ratio is excellent. You're a bit overcapping, but it is what it is. Your Zibai still looks really good. There is places to like maximize her, but you don't have to. Like, she's still looking really good. Yo, hello bro. Hey Admiral. Good to see you again. Good to have you on the chat. How are you doing? Okay, very nice Zibai. You can be proud of her. Of course you can mid-max everything, but she is very solid. She's probably dealing with everything you throw at her, as long as it's not like special requirements enemy. Alright, so we got a C1 new Villette. You got his skin, very based, really cool. I don't like his new skin. I'm sorry. I just don't like it. I think his original skin is so much cooler. And you know, I was hurt. I was like, wow, they're giving us new Villette skin. Wow, he's one of the most liked character in the game. They are going to probably gonna really go out and do something special. And if you're already doing like a skin, first of all, if you're doing a skin for a character, if you're getting a skin, if you don't like the skin that you got, you are screwed, because you're probably not going to get another skin. Like, we got one, that's it. We are not going to get another one. So if you don't like this one, fuck you. Which is the situation we are in, which is the situation I am in. I don't like the skin. I think it's not that it's bad. I'm not one of those who think, oh, the legs are looking too long or something like that. All the memes that came out of it. I don't care about that. I just think it looks beautiful, but He looks so much better with his original one. So let's just open it up here so we can see it, what I'm talking about. So we got this. Okay, so it's actually nice, but it's not looking bad. It's not a bad design, but I don't like how they organize his hair. And I definitely don't like how they shorten his cape. Because this looks beautiful. It is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. If we didn't have his original one, if his original one wasn't so great, I wouldn't be mad. But if you look here, this hairstyle is actually much better in my opinion than this hairstyle. I don't know. I don't like the extra, you know, hair on the face. And also, if you look here, most of the time when you look at Neuvillette, you look at him from behind, right? When you're attacking, when you're running, all this kind of stuff. So you most of the time you look at his beautiful, big lash of ponytail hair. Like, look at this. It's so wide. Like, if you saw Naruto, if you saw Naruto, they had the Neji there, right? And Neji at the first Naruto, at the first season of Naruto, Neji has something like this. This is like a Chinese or Japanese design of hairstyle of ponytail, where you get the ponytail at the end, and this part is really big. This is really cool. I like it. It makes him seem like he has a ton of hair. Very nice. Everything goes out in different direction. It looks almost like knives. Like you will get cut by those things. Anyways, very beautiful. And then he got his cape just going all the way down. Like, it's really cool. Also here. And then suddenly everything disappears. It doesn't have anything over here. Like, yeah, it's a bit wider here, but look at the hair also. Look at the hair. Look how beautiful his hair here. And then look here. Like, there is nothing. There is not. Where is all his hair? I swear. It's like they give him a haircut. Not just took the ponytail and got it upwards and put it above. It's like they just reduce the amount of hair he has. And it just annoys me. He had such a beautiful... Look at this. It's like a lion. But then they just removed it. And I'm like, you have one chance of making a good Neuvillette skin. And you completely wasted it. Like, you literally, you completely wasted it. And I was so sad because I was like, I will spend money on a good Neuvillette skin. I would spend it. Even though I barely spend in this game. But man, when I saw this, I was like, fuck, I lost my chance to get a Neuvillette skin. I'm not getting this one. It's just a shame. It's so simple. Like, over here. Here it's pretty much the same idea as his original one, I guess. But on the bottom, it's so much simpler than this. Look at this. Look at this. Like, front cape. Back cape, hair, so much more detail, so much more. Look at these boots. Like, who in the designer's chair like sat there and saw Neuvillette like this, and then the designer just bring this in and they were like, yeah, it looks better. Who is this? Who is this? I want him fired. Who is this? Who approved this? It just annoys me. It honestly annoys me. That's why I'm talking about it so much right now. It just annoys me. So he lost his original pure dragon. Yeah. And when you use Neuvillette, when you use him, where are you? Here you are. When you use Neuvillette, you know his cape, his back cape, all of this area. And his hair is all flying. Look at this. Look how beautiful and flying. And when he will shoot, look at this. Look how beautiful it blends with the aura and the light. And look how glowing it is. all the way through. Look how much you see of the hair. And with a new one, like it's like light Neuvillette. Neuvillette light. Anyway, we lost. Neuvillette lover, when it comes to his skin, we have lost. And it bums me out. It is what it is. Anyways, let's continue. Make a Lakino skin on that second face dress. I don't know. I really like Shenha's skin. Shenha's skin was really, really beautiful. Let's look at it for a second. Where is Shenha? Shenha's skin was actually beautiful. This is the beautiful design. Look at the hair. Look how beautiful the hair is. And the dress. Yeah, this is a beautiful design. And of course, who doesn't love, for all the simp out there, all the simps out there, this is probably the best skin we got in the game. Like, this is so hot. This skin is really, really good. Well, looking at it now, I honestly don't know if it's the best anymore. But it was such a good one, especially when you saw it in the story. When she came out like this. That was hot. Anyways, especially compared to this. It's so tamed. Anyway, yeah. Yalan skin is also funny. Because it's literally the same skin as Furina. They just made her Furina. Like, if you look at Furina... Where is Furina? You look at Furina. That's Furina's design. And they say like, let's do a Yalan skin that looks literally exactly like Furina. And here, let's do another Furina just tamed. It's a beautiful skin. I love the hair. But it's Furina. And it's funny because then you look also in Chingcha and it's also Furina. Oh yeah, I already had it on. But yeah, this is also like a Fontaine Furina design. So they are all like blend together now. Ganyu skin. I need to remember the Ganyu skin. I think I also had an issue with it. Where is she? Ganyu. Yeah, another Furina. It's just another Furina. Honestly, I think that's why I loved. What's her face? Shenha's skin. That's why I loved Shenha's skin because it's different. It came out in the same patch and it didn't look like Furina, so I was like, okay, that's a unique design, and it's black, which is very like uncommon for Genshin stuff. So that was really, really unique, and I also liked the design. So that's why I loved it so much. They really put emphasis on it. Actually, a whole original outfit is also black. So actually, it's not that weird. But yeah. Anyways, we dive too deeply into skins. Yeah, I just wanted to go. Look how beautiful it is. Like, look at it. So majestic. So like cool. So much details. Anyways, yeah, that's it. Let's move on. Let's continue. All right. So, we already looked at all your pieces, right? Yes, we already looked at everything. We have the triple. Yeah, you just have too much HP. No, sorry. That was the previous one. Now we also have another triple HP. Is this another triple HP like the one before? Because I remember before you had 44 and now we have 42. So is this the second triple HP Neuvillette we see in a row? Man, they're all mixing in together for me. Why are you guys doing it? Is this the same case as before? Why are you going triple HP? I don't get it. I will never get it. Anyway, So we got 50 on 280, which is a nice ratio. It's not the end of the world if you don't have 300, but I believe that Nubilet really, really, really cares about having 300 crit damage because it scales extremely well, and you can see it in the C2. Like, they went and gave him more crit damage in his C2 because they know it's extremely powerful for him. So we got a very, very good flower. Very nice feather. Very nice. It also gives energy recharge, which is extremely important for new Villet. We got very, very nice. Very nice sands. 13 crit rate. Very nice goblet. This goblet is really good. And we have very great circlet. Like, I know it's HP, but man, it gives so much crit. But I would still say that going below the 300, it's a mistake. But I guess, honestly, this is not a bad build at all. I can't say this build is bad, but I will say going 300 is more ideal. Like, you have a nice amount of everything, but you would want more crit damage, and you wouldn't mind going lower on the HP. So yeah, it's the same issue as before. I don't know why you guys doing it, but it is what it is. Still very nice, New Villet. Thank you for much for sharing. And yeah, I think we can go for the next player because we got stuck for too long as usual on one character. Thank you so much, Lucien. All right, Granny. Let's look at your buy. We got a Z by C2. You said we already looked at her, but you improved her build. So let's see it. Sorry, let me just double check that everything is okay elsewhere. I'm just double checking the stream to see everything is fine and I'm not missing anything. Sorry. Bear with me for a second, sorry. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. So we got C2, which is extremely, extremely strong. She's already the strongest DPS at C0, right? So getting her at C2 is very, very strong. Just insane. And we'll make her we'll keep her the best DPS even inside Snezhnaya when we get the new stellar character. If you won't go on C2 on them, she will probably stay one of the best, strongest DPS for you, even then. So yeah, it's really, really cool. Double crown, really good, exactly what you wanted. This one you don't care. I would still take it to 6. I already invested so much. But yeah, it's also funny that you got a C2, but you didn't get a weapon, which is fine. I guess a C2 is better than going for a weapon. So yeah, you did the better investment. I'm just into like just the beauty. Having the signature. If I'm getting a DPS, this is just me. I'm not saying do that. Don't do it. Don't follow me when I'm saying this. But I'm of the opinion that if I get a DPS, I'm gonna get his signature. It's just the way that it is. If I'm getting a sub DPS, it's not the end of the world. Sub DPS support, I don't need to get his or her signature. But if I'm going for a DPS, I'm getting his signature. It doesn't matter how good is C1. I would then get his C1 and his signature. And I'm not saying it as a spender. I'm saying it as a free to play. I'm not going to go for his C1 before I'm going for his signature. This is just me. You don't have to follow. It's just that I like, if I'm already going to pull a character, I want to, a main DPS I mean, I want to have their signature. I don't want to put on them like a alternative. This is just me. And it's just for main DPSs. But it's not the good choice. It's not a smart like investment. Like if you want to get the most out of your investment, there are a lot of characters who would prefer the C1 and C2 before the signature. For example, Zibai. So yeah, definitely follow the investment path, not not my path. I think I want in this primo economy. Honestly, the primo economy for weapons is much better than it was when I started. Like if you guys remember, for those of you who've been here, like R1 back then was like a nightmare. Like you didn't have the how does it call? It was out of 3, 1 out of 3. You could have lost twice before you would have gotten the weapon, the signature. But these days you lose only once. So it's much better. C1 more valuable. Yes, you're right. That's why I got both his C1 and his signature. Definitely. Definitely, yeah, you're right. So I got both his C1 and his signature. Like I said, don't follow this advice. This is just me. I'm just sharing how I play. I love the drift. I love it when I can see my main DPSs have their main weapon. It's just me. And I'm pretty much, I never spend on Primo Gems. Usually. Like once in a while I will spend. But mostly like just saving up. I'm playing the game every day. I'm saving up every day. I'm pretty smart about my saving. So I usually have enough to get what I need. So every time a new main DPS coming out, for example, Sodrona is now coming out, I already know I'm going to get her signature. It is better than a C1, but even if a C1 was better, I would first get her signature and then I would get her C1. C1, yeah, exactly. But it's just me, guys. It's just me. You don't have to follow this. You shouldn't follow this. If you want to make the smart investment, go online, come to my guides. Because in my guides, I tell you what you want to really invest in. I'm not telling you get a signature always. I'm not. This is just for me, for my account. In my guides, I tell you if the C1 is better, you should go for the C1. If the signature is better, you should go for the signature. If you want to even go further and go for the C2, then it is better on top of that, So I'm telling you everything in my guide that should go and invest properly. So yeah, you should follow that, not what I just said. Only for newbie, I ever top up in Genshin. Is Sig and C3. Yeah, newbie, that's worth it. It does worth it. Alright, let's look at your Zibai. Alright. So we are looking at Harbinger of Dawn, which is beautiful. She loves this weapon. I said it 1,000 times in my previous streams. She doesn't care about attack. That's why getting such a rewarding, such a generous crit value, it's such a good option for her. It's very competitive with most of her 5-star alternative. So it's really good weapon. Even if you go for going C2 and giving her Harbinger of Dawn, it's like a really good investment. Alright, so we have almost 2.5k, which is base, really good. Then we got 34. Now, as you know, we are getting, it looks low, but it's not. We got 34 and 300. Very clean granny. I love it. So we got 34, and then we also get another 30 from this. So we are looking at 64, and then we got another 10 for Milua. But if you have Elo at C6, which you have now, that means you have Elo at C6. Here we go. So you get 15 from him actually. So we're actually looking 64 plus 15 is like 80, right? So she's at 80. So she's looking good. 80 on Zibai is actually a very good amount of crit rate because she does a lot of hits. She has like she has like 8, if not more, Luna crystallized hits, right, in a rotation. Well, it's not a lot. You would want to get a higher crit on her. Like, she's not Uvillette, where every tick that he does with his laser is like 100k, 100k. It's not like that, where he can really go like the 80 crit rate and it will be fine. Because she does hit her important hit every now and then, right? And if she hits her important hit every now and then, that means you want to go a bit higher on the crit side. So 80 is good, but I would try 85 at 90, but it's still very, very nice. Very nice. You don't have to go 90 to 100. 80 is solid. And getting like 300 on 80 is a beautiful ratio. Really. Honestly, if I would have seen here the number 80 on 300, I would probably wouldn't say much because it would be so beautiful. But yeah, this amount is really beautiful. Let's look. You have 110, which is solid. Like I said, I also have 110. I do feel like I'm missing sometimes, but especially Stygian. But I wouldn't change anything around, so I won't hurt this, right? All right, let's look at your pieces. So we got not a double crit, which is a problem. Like I said 1,000 times, on this flower and feather, you want double crit. You want it. You can get it. It's the easiest to get, so you have no excuse not to get it. If you can get a defense piece here, a defense goblet with double crit and defense, you can get a flower with double crit. You can. It's much, much, much easier. Yes, the piece is beautiful. 28 crit damage is beautiful, and in addition 7 defense and elemental mastery, which it is beautiful. But she cares about crit more than anything else. I would try to get, especially when I said that 80 is like scraping the bottom of the crit rate, like you would appreciate more. So this is where you're lacking the flower. If you can get here a bit of crit rate, it would have been better. Even if you lose the beautiful 300, right? Even if it was like 290 something, but you had the crit on like 85, it would have been better. It just would have been better. If you would have had this piece on the sands or the goblet or the circlet, no, the circlet is not an option. But if you had this on the circlet, on the sands or the goblet, I would not have been this critical. But because it's a flower, you have no excuse. Sorry. But yeah, Granny, you can do better. And maybe you can even get higher. Like it's a chance. You can also create this piece. This piece is amazing. This is an amazing piece. Double crit, double defense. It's insane. This is a beautiful, beautiful Zebite piece. I think I said it before when I reviewed it before. This is also a very, very good piece. And elemental mastery, very, very good. This is also a great piece and defense. And this is also a beautiful piece, giving 10, 13, and 10 energy recharge. This is where it saved you, because you didn't have anything giving you energy elsewhere. But this circlet pretty much saved her in the energy department, because if you would have been, if you had 0, like 100, you would have struggled with the energy, with the burst. Anyways, but yeah, it's looking great. Other than this, if you can only get a double crit flower, which is not that hard. Really, it's not like I'm telling you go get something that it's like impossible. Like literally, get a flower that is double crit, and this would be complete. Honestly, this would be complete. So yeah, really really nice. All right, thank you, Granny, for showing us your Zibai again. She's awesome, and she's probably deleting everything. Even if you don't change anything and just go with what you have right now, you're probably one of the best, like one of the strongest characters in the game. Not one of them. You are the strongest characters in the game. Even if she was at C0, but at C2, she's probably easily the strongest character in the game, and it's probably the strongest character you have on your account. But yeah, if you just want to complete it, this is not an outstanding mission. Like, it's not an impossible mission to just get double crit on the flower. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Granny. Let's move to John. John, are you still here? We got to you. Can you believe it? We got to you. Yeah, definitely go to host power. John, here you are. Alright. We got Mavika and Alakino. Let's look. We got C0, Alakino with R1. Very nice. I don't know why everyone, I swear, everyone that I review their Alakino goes for a burst first before a skill. Guys, you don't want to use the burst. But you did crown a normal, which is great. 8 and 9. It's fine, it's not the end of the world. But just be aware that her skill is actually better than her burst as long as you're under C2. You don't want to use a burst if you don't have to. R1, very, very good. Beautiful weapon. 2.3, very nice attack. 44, it's a nice one. 94, 95 pretty much on 192. This is a very nice ratio. This is like a beautiful 1-to-2 ratio. Yeah, a beautiful 1-to-2 ratio. It's pretty much there. Where you wanna be. And this is on the her signature set. We got double crit, which is and attack. And this is very, very nice. Like, all the pieces went in place. Very nice flower. Another double crit with attack. Very, very nice. Those two pieces give her a lot. Another double crit, which is looking very good. We got another double crit. Beautiful ratio. This ratio is just beautiful. And then a metal master, which is nice. And we got a crit rate with 21 crit damage. Very nice. And double attack and elemental mastery. This circlet is sick. But yeah, getting a good pieces like this. I know that all the pieces I show you of Alakino here are usually amazing, and it makes you think, because we are seeing a lot of Alakinos here and they are all looking amazing, and they are, most of them has this set and it's has crazy pieces. But guys, people give me their best characters, right, with the best pieces. I will tell you, it's not easy to get these pieces like this. So it's I really appreciate it, and I think it's really awesome that you got these pieces so good on this set, because it's not easy. This set is fucking bad to spend your resin on. I can't stress this enough. It takes years of farming, definitely. And you don't want to spend years of farming in this domain. This domain is trash. It's trash. You don't want to spend there. Unless you like playing Emily and Clorent and Alakino together, then you might have a reason to stay there. But if you only have Alakino, like, there is no reason to be there. Even if you tell me I only have Alakino, so that's why I don't want to spend my time there, and I will just give you a Gladiator, I would say solid. Like, fair. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, very nice Alakino. Let's look at your Mavwika. We got Mavika C0R1 double crown, very very nice. Got it to 6 even though you didn't have to. Very base. 90, very cool. We got 2k attack, which is base solid. We got 160, which is great, especially where this is an attack sense. Yeah, this is a great amount of elemental mastery given you are not using an elemental mastery sense. Beautiful for now. We got 60 on 225. This is a cool ratio, a very cool ratio. This Mavika just built good. It just like this is the Mavika that you want. She's not like breaking any records here, but it's like it's solid. It's just solid. Let's look at the pieces. Maybe I will change my mind actually, saying that she is breaking some record because look at this flower. Like this is beautiful, perfect ratio with an attack and elemental mastery. Like you can't get better for Mavika. You can't get better piece for Mavika on set. Like if all your pieces would have looked like this, it would have been amazing. We got 31 on 6. Extremely good. This piece is broken. Another double crit. Very, very nice. Leans more into the elemental mastery. But it's solid. It's solid. It does give 9 crit rate, which is very, very solid. If you play her in Melt in her, best team, this Mavika slays. This piece is solid. It's just very good. I would use it as well. Another great piece with elemental mastery, very nice. And another very nice piece with attack and elemental mastery. Yeah, this of Wicca is just good all around. I'm sure you're doing very nice 1 point something million nukes with your Citlali. I'm sure you're slaying everything you need to slay in the end game. This is just a solid account. I really don't have much to say. You just build your character as well. Very clean. Thank you so much for sharing, John. Cheers. 1.2, yeah. This is somewhat where I am as well. But yeah, very, very nice. So you can be proud of your account. Looks like you're building them well. Alright, let's move on to Raiden. Raiden, I already see that you are here with us, so I'm not going to ask. Oh, why am I copying your name? Let's copy your UID. Put it here. And let's see Raiden, Mualani, and Bina. This is a bit different. We didn't look at Mualani for a while. So it's cool to get a change of pace a bit. I don't see Mualani. Am I blind? Am I blind or am I... Oh, here she is. Here we go. Guys, we got another whale in the house. Right then. Right then. How you doing? Guys, I hope you're excited. We got a whale in the house. Don't worry. On the contrary, I'm adding you to my favorites. We got a whale. I didn't see it at first, but man, we got a C6 Alakino, C6 Kirk, C6 Colombina, C6 Durin, Jesus, C2 Varesa, C1 Escoffier, C2 Flynn, C2 Dubai, C2 Linnea, C2 1 Nefer, Jesus, C1 Chaska. Guys, this is a solid one, and I can already see you like going for all of their signature. Guys, look at this. We got all of their beautiful signature just spammed here. But you have perfect spine on Varga, which is funny. But yeah, man, this is thick. This is so beautiful. Thank you for sharing it with us. Let me just press this and see what else we have here. So we have C1 Risley. C2 Oron. Guys, C2 Oron. Just kidding. We have C2 Shilonen with her signature. C2 Shanyan with her signature. My God. C2 Nicole with Shanyan signature. You got two Shanyan copies. Very, very nice. This is a great weapon for her. We got C2 Lauma. C2 Lauma. Guys, if you know something about Lauma, is that her C2 is just extremely broken. And it's better to give, like, it's the best investment you can make for Nefer. If you want to invest in Nefer, you want to go as close as you can to C2 Lauma. It's just a broken constellation. We got a C1 Kinich. And that's it. Let's relax. Let's relax. Okay, guys. Someone is here to flex on us. Let's see how flexible she is. Let's see if you're not just spending your money. Let's see if you're actually building your characters right. So we got C6 Walani, which is probably close to the strongest character in the game, honestly. Honestly, I myself, I don't like Walani. I just don't like her playstyle, as most people don't. It's just the way that it is. What can we do? We are more of the casual players. We like New Villette. We want to press a button and kill enemies. But Molani players, they like it sweaty. They like it sweaty. I don't know if C2 really gives her a ton of quality of life, but I'm sure it helps a ton in general, especially in damage. Okay, we got double crown. All right, let's look at the HP. Of course, it's R1, almost 40 HP, and I don't doubt that one of those constellations also give her more HP, right? I don't know, but I can guess. Anyway, we have 200 elemental mastery without going for an elemental mastery sense, which is extremely good because you always want a player in a vape team. You always want to play her in vape. You do never want a player in a mono hydro team. You don't want a player in freeze really. You want a player, her best place is in vape. So 200 elemental mastery without going for elemental mastery sense, it's already telling me that you know what you're doing. Okay, so 54 on 270. Solid. I would think that like New Villette, she really cares about crit damage. Does she get crit damage from her constellations? I don't think so. No, she doesn't. Does she get it from her from here? No, she does not. All right. So yeah, you're a bit low on the crit damage, I would say, but let me correct myself. Does she scale with crit damage? It doesn't get any stats from any cons. Yeah. Let me see what she scales on, just so I understand what we are working with, because I'm no Molani expert, right? But I do know she's extremely good. So she scales on crit rate. So honestly, if she scales on crit rate, then you are good. 270 is solid. Is very, very solid. Very, very solid. If she would have scaled with crit damage and you wouldn't have had 300, it would have been a bit sus. But if she scales with crit rate, then I'm sure it's solid. So we got 100, which is fine on the energy recharge. We got double crit. Very, very nice. Like, and elemental mastery. Like, this is solid. This is not groundbreaking piece, but it's good. We got another very solid piece with the HP. This piece is actually really, really good. We got another double crit with elemental mastery and HP. This piece is really, really good. This one is even better than this and this. And we got hydro damage. It's crazy that you almost getting to 40k and you use hydro damage instead of HP. That's solid. Look at this piece. Hydro damage, double crit, and double HP. This is a beautiful Moalani piece. This piece is insane for New Villette, Forina, Moalani. Like honestly, all these characters. This piece is just insane. Yelan, this piece is just beautiful. And this piece is actually, it's looking in general really, really complete. Like it got a ton of EM, double HP, but it's barely gives any crit. It's still solid. It's still solid because it gives you so much of what you already want, but it's still solid. So you also need to understand that you're getting here 40 from the set, from the 40 crit rate. So she's already like at 94, 95. So I wouldn't, like, it's fine that you are not getting any more crit and you're actually getting more on the elemental mastery, which he cares a ton of, and more HP, which he cares a ton of. So actually this Moalani is just built right. Just build right. Very, very solid C6 R1. So you're not just spender. You're not just spending. Plus 50 credit for Mona. So you're actually overcupping. So it's actually good that it didn't go to crit. So you're actually overcupping on the crit a bit. Which is fine because all of your pieces are solid. Well, they also give a very nice amount of crit rate. So honestly, if you're always playing her with Mona, I would say going for a piece, for one piece or two pieces that give less crit rate and more crit damage, and you could get to 300, would actually be a much better build overall. But this build also is extremely good and it's also versatile, so you can use it without playing Mona and relying on her crit rate buff. So yeah, very, very, very solid. Thank you for sharing her. It's really, really cool. Let's look at Colombina. C6 R1 Colombina. Oh, she's beautiful. Okay, so I say that you're playing a C6 R1 Colombina as a support. You're going for Silk and Moon Serenade set. Which is fine. But honestly, at C6, I would definitely use her sometime as a main DPS, but 8 is still fine. But I would definitely give her Obado Morningstar. Like at C6, she's probably doing so much damage, so you definitely wanna capitalize on it. Well, right now, whatever I'm talking, whatever I'm saying right now to you, you need to understand that you're probably already deleting everything anyway, right? So whatever I'm saying, it's not the end of the world if you don't take to heart anything. I'm just saying where you can improve and min-max, but you don't really need it. Kind of bad. Set second build so I can put both. Oh, so you have both of them, and you can just switch between them. Yeah, I also have like one of those and one of those, so I can use them both with Nefer and Zibai, and one for Flints, right? It's a shame that you can't put Obado Morningstar on her and she will work with Flints, because in Flint's team you really want her on the Silken Moon. So actually, because I don't like to switch between the two sets, I just play Flints with Aino, because I just don't want to bother with switching between these two sets all the time. So I keep her on Obado Morningstar and just play Flints with Aino. But yeah, I think you're like, if you have both, you're solid. You're solid anyway. You can give her Gilded Dream and she will be amazing. Alright. So we got the double crown. Really cool with 8. Let's look at it fast. We got already above the 43k HP. We got 126 elemental mastery, which is nice to have. We got 57 crit rate and 290 crit damage. And 120 energy recharge, which is extremely low for Colombina. Extremely, extremely low for Colombina. Honestly, I don't remember she gets too much energy. What's her C4 gives? Unless I'm mistaken, and she gets more energy from her constellation somehow. I know she gets it from her R1, but it's not enough. If she does not get more energy from her constellation in some way, C4 gives ton of energy. Alright. Elemental energy, I see. Alright, so that's where you compensate. That's fine. Man, the C4 is extremely good because it lets her focus more on the damage, on the offensive stats, which is really, really sick. Alright, that's solid. I don't know if it's enough. Are you like alting every rotation? Because I have 200 and an energy recharge on her. I have her signature, which gives energy. I have 200 and energy recharge, and I still can struggle just on the edge of alting every rotation. So yeah, easily every rotation. Okay, I will take your word for it, and because even at C4, where you said it gives a ton, does it give a ton to reduce it by 80? Like 80 energy recharge? It's hard for me to believe that it gives the same value as 80 energy recharge. Like I said, I have Colombina. Where is she? Where are you, Colombina? And I have 200 energy recharge. And I swear, I'm like right there. Sometimes I get to Colombina and I just need to E so I can get the one particle so I can alt every rotation. And there are some times when I don't alt because it's just not enough sometimes. And I do have her signature. So it's hard for me to believe that C4 can give you a value of 80% energy recharge. It might give a ton, but 80? You could try her on my account to see. Well, I will take your word for it, but just open your eyes to the situation of 80. 80 is a ton. Like, if it gives the value of 80, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, yeah. Really, really cool. Let's look at the stats. So, we got Silken Moon. We got the double crit. This is very nice piece with 40 elemental mastery. Another beautiful piece. Not the craziest, but beautiful. No, it's crazy. It's double HP and double crit. This is a beautiful piece. We got another double crit with elemental mastery. This is a broken piece. This is another beautiful, beautiful piece with elemental mastery. And we got another piece, again low on the crit rate, but gives a ton of element. It really reminds me of the Mualani one, where it gives a ton of a little bit of crit, but you don't really need it. So if you think about it, you get here 56, but she also gave herself like 15. I don't know if she gets more from the if she gets more crit rate from her constellations, but she gives herself with her A1 like 15 crit rate. So that means she already at like 70, which is not that much. But honestly, Lauma gives, yeah, you're right. And Ilua, does Ilua give it only to the main character, or does it give it to the whole party? I don't remember. After unleashing elemental skill or elemental burst, other nearby party members will gain the yeah. So it is for the rest of the party. Yeah. So it does give 10. Yeah, it does give 15. It's not 10. I don't know why people say it's 10 because here it gives 5, and if you have it C6, this crit damage it gives 10, crit rate it gives 5, and then if you got it C6, it increases by 10, not to 10, by 10. That means it gets to 15, right? It's not increases to 10, it increases it by 10. So that means it increases it to 15. So it's not giving 10 crit rate, it's giving 15 crit rate. So you actually get more. So if you get 15, that means that she's on 70 from herself, and then she get another 15, she's at 95, which is very, very solid already. And then maybe she get, yeah, so it's very solid already. And then if you play with Nefer, she get from Nefer 10, so that's 90. So yeah, you are solid. You are solid there. And I can see she's getting a ton of crit damage, sorry, from her C6. So she's already passing the 300. So yeah, she's extremely, extremely solid. Very, very good Colombina. In terms of build, even if she was C0, she would have been extremely good. So yeah, you can be proud. Like, it's not about the money, guys. It's not all about the money. Raiden build her characters right and spend money to get one of the best accounts in the game. Yeah, very, very nice. Thank you so much. I will give you this. Thank you so much for sharing this. I love accounts like this to review them. It's so fun to see that. So yeah, extremely, extremely cool. Thank you so much. And against Naya. Well, we will see. We will see if you get tempted. The Hoyoverse knows what they're doing. They know how to tempt you, and you can see that. Anyways, let's move on to Akash. Akash, are you still here? Thank you, Raiden. Thank you for sharing your account. I appreciate it. So let's see if Akash is here or not. And honestly, no problem. Thank you. Always fun to see this kind of accounts. These crazy accounts. Akash couldn't wait this long. He has no patience. I'm just kidding. He wanted us to look at Nefer and Mawika. People say Aino is better than Yelan and Xingqiu or even Farina, judging by her elemental application only. For Luna teams like Flames and Inefa, because Luna teams scale extremely, extremely good with elemental mastery, and Aino gives a ton of elemental mastery, and also she is a perfect holder for the Silk and Moon Serenade set. That's why they sang it. And also you are not bound by like Orina gives damage percent, and also Yelan gives damage percent, which both of them don't, which Luna teams don't care about it, right? They don't care about damage percent. Xingqiu doesn't give any damage percent. It does give some comfort, but all these people are talking about damage, right? They only care about how much damage, which one is better for damage. So Aino actually gives a ton of elemental mastery, which is very important in Luna teams, and that's why, even though she does significantly less damage than Xingqiu, Yelan, and Furina, she gives a ton of elemental mastery for the on-fielder, which is usually hyper carries that wants the majority of the buffs to go to them. So yeah, that's why they're saying that the Aino is better, or at least extremely competitive. Mm, yeah, it is. It is truly amazing. Mhm. My Aino is level 1. No, just build there. Honestly, if you have Colombina and you don't mind switching her set every time from the Silka Moon to the Morning Star, then you don't have to build your Aino at this point. But I will say that because you have, if I'm seeing, do you have all the lunar main DPSs? I see you have Nefer. I don't see Flinz or Zibai, but I guess you do have them because you said you're playing with Ilua. Yeah, I don't see Flinz and I don't see Zibai. I wasn't playing on Banner. Simp. Pulling for some drone next patch, definitely. Some drone is worth it. Anyways, if you only have Nefer, then I wouldn't build Aino. You have no reason to build Aino if you only have Nefer. If you have also Flinz or Zibai and you want to have two teams working at the same time, which there are a lot of situations recently that are like this, but going into Snezhnaya, I see the situation going much, much less, consistent. Now we are in the lunar region, so that's why we have two phases. Like you might want to have lunar on both sides of the abyss, or even two bosses in the Stygian. That can happen. That actually happens a ton this year. But now we are so close to going deep into Snezhnaya, and probably there we will most of the time has stellar enemies, and sometimes we will have at least one. Like we will maybe have one lunar. It's hard for me to believe that inside Snezhnaya, after Snezhnaya came out, it's hard for me to believe that we will get two lunar requirements on the same Stygian, on the same abyss. So honestly, if you only have one lunar main DPS, you don't need another one, and that means you don't need to build Aino. Anyways, yeah, cheers. So I don't see Akash. I believe he left or she left, and that's fine. We are almost at 3 hours of streaming. That means that we are getting closer to finish. I will do one more review for anyone who wants. So the first one is gonna give me his UID in the chat right now. I will do his review and close the chat for today. So one last review. And if there is no one, that's fine. It's also fine. We can close it now. So yeah, it looks like there is no takers. And that's cool. It's a bit of a slow day today. Let's review your best character. Alright. Fair enough. Let's look at my UID. And 1 second. To bring it here. Bring this here. Just write my UID. 6, 5, 4, 7, 8, 4. Alright. You know I would definitely show my new Villette. Even though she might not be he might not be my best. So let's look at my new Villette just because I love him so much. So yeah, new Villette is my only character that I triple crown. So I will give myself the claps. So he's C1. I got his C1 back in the day when he just came out. And the triple crown, back then it was so good, this C1. This day is a little bit less necessary, but I still like that I have it. Triple crown, I just love the character, so I just did it. R1, I got him to 40k, which is like very high. But it is like possible. Like it's the highest you want to get. You don't want to get higher than this, and neglect your other stats. So we got 56 on 305, which is like a solid. Like this is where you want to be. You want to pass the 300, and you want to make sure you have at least 80 crit rate. Sorry. So this gives like 36. Sorry. So we are looking at 56 plus 36. We are looking at like 92, I believe. Yeah, like 92. So yeah, is really in the realm of critting every hit, and 300 is really, really good. Yeah, Aiden, I can review your account every day. You have a few. There is a lot of characters in this game, so I can review each account every day and just check out different characters, or maybe even like I did with Granny, where I gave her points and the next day she came back and upgraded her Z-Buy, and we checked it out again. It's all good. Anyways, 115, which is fine energy wise. I would try to get it to 120, but 150 is also great. And we of course have Martius Hunter, which if you look, it's very, very funny. I have full pieces, like there is no off piece, which is, you don't see it every day. Like all of his pieces are actually really, really good, and they are all of the same set. No off piece, which is funny to see. Alright, so let's look at the pieces. We got double crits, which is not the best in the world from how it looks, but it is 15 HP, so it is actually a very nice piece. Yeah, real main. So we got also this ratio is very beautiful. I like this ratio. We got another very nice piece. Like it's not the craziest piece. Oh wait, it's crit. I forgot. I always fell for it. I think it's crit damage, but no. 13 crit rate is actually really, really respectable to get. Like if you manage to get 13 crit rate, it's really good. And crit damage as well, and HP. So yeah, this is cool. I am going for double HP. And we have another piece that gives 13 crit rate, which is really, really cool, and energy recharge, which is good. And we had our circlet, which gives almost 10 and a ton of HP. So yeah, this is a very nice build. I would say for anyone who would have showed me a build like this, I would say this is where you want to be. Something around this. So I'm very proud of my Nivelette. I love him. Right, I'm getting so much notifications for my stream on TikTok. But everything is okay there. I don't know what they want. So yeah. Should we do my Tainari after? Yeah, sure, we can. Did we do your Tainari, or did we do someone else's Tainari? Oh, you wasn't here, so we continue. Oh, I remember you weren't here. Where have you been? Where have you been all my life? If you could C6 any character, who would you choose, Nivelette? Definitely. 100%. If you were here, which you probably haven't because you wouldn't ask this question. Like 2 days ago, I think, or 3 days ago, I don't remember. Someone showed us a C6 Nivelette, and I like gave a speech why C6 is so amazing and why I'm so envy of his C6. Man, C6 is not like other characters C6. Like I'm not talking about like Furina C6 where it's actually make her from a support to a DPS. I'm talking like DPS's C6 where there are DPSs at the beginning and at the end it just gives them much more damage. C6 for Nivelette is just changes his gameplay. Like if you know, like if I remember correctly, you have like C2 or C3 new Villette. Like C6 new Villette is just laser beaming, right? He's never stopping. So the way he's walking right now is he's lasering for 3 seconds, stop, lasering for 3 seconds, stop. But new Villette C6, he consumes the orbs as he'll do his doing his laser, and he never stops. So if you don't know, if you haven't seen it before, you can look it up. It's really, really cool. Check out footage of C6 new Villette. It's just extremely cool. So it's not anymore like beaming and stopping. It's just lasering all the time without stopping. And then his C4 actually generates even more orbs, right? So it doesn't have the capped 9 orbs that he usually starts with. He uses the 9 orbs, consumes them, and then as he uses his lasers and get healed, he actually generates more orbs into the field and then consuming them as well. So he literally like fires a beam forever. So it's really, really cool. I just loves it. And on top of all that, he also has like 2 lasers from each side that is occasionally just doing damage while he uses his laser. So it completely changes his gameplay. It's not really changes his combos. You literally just pressing his charge attack and that's it. You don't even need to keep pressing the button. You just activate his charge attack and just aim. So it's extremely cool. It's extremely fun. And yeah, if I could have had a C6 character, Uvillette is the one. And every time it comes to the banner, I'm like, man, should I go now? Should I do it? Should I C6 him? Yeah, definitely brain off. This is like the the brain dead brain like gameplay you can ever had. The brain dead. Yeah, definitely the brain dead character the most you can have. So yeah, and I would love it because I'm all about quality of life and it's just amazing. Comparing to Mavuika combos, wow. Yeah, they're complete opposite. And that's why I barely played Mavuika on my account unless like she really fits into the requirements of the abyss. And because she's so strong, I'm like, okay, I will play her. But honestly, I would much prefer playing Alakino. She's much more fun to me than Mavuika and her combos and all this kind of stuff. Mavuika can be extremely fun if you like this kind of sweaty, like being aware of everything, checking the aura, making sure you're pressing all the buttons correctly. I made a full guide on it if you didn't see, where I do go over I have a whole new combos and rotation section where I literally learn all over new combos, all the special dashes and stuff like that. But I wouldn't like want to play that. I wouldn't want to do it. We got for exploration. Yeah, she's amazing for exploration. I do like characters that have high skill expression too. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Everyone and what he likes. Yeah. We can look at your Tanari. No longer human. You can send me your UID and we can look at your Tanari and close it here. No longer human, send me your UID. Let's see if I can actually get it by myself. I'm just... Oh, you sent it. Okay. Never mind. Okay, let's look at your Tainari and call it a day. Tainari. Here we go. We got C2 Tainari. I would say already that a Tainari these days under C6 is not good enough. At C6 he's already struggling a lot. But under C6 it's tough. It's tough. Because C6 changes his whole gameplay. The same as like with Nuvilette where it changes his whole gameplay. With Tainari it's the same thing. It also changes his gameplay completely. It changes the rotation. It changes how you approach the rotation. I explained it the other day. I can show you now if you want to see it, if you didn't see it back then. But if you won't tell me, if you want me to show you and explain it to you, tell me. But yeah, it completely changes his whole rotation. So C2 is cute. It's nice. C3 is extremely good. It was protecting the forest. So I built it. I'm getting messages from my TikTok for some reason. No, there is no reason to look. Okay. So, Slingshot, very free to play. That's fine, I guess. Crown. You don't care about this at all. Even if you don't level it at all, I wouldn't say anything. I would try to get it to 6 if you want to be serious about Tanari. But it's not that important. His burst though is extremely important. You do want to level his burst at least to 8 or 9 because it does do a ton of damage. But yeah, his charge attack are the most important part. Okay, so he got 1.1 attack, which is kind of on the lower side. He got 420, which is nice. And he has almost 80 to 180 almost crit ratio, which is cool. When it comes to energy recharge, you do really care about his burst, but his burst costs like 40. Yeah, it costs 40, so it's you get it like almost every rotation with no problem. So it's you don't need to build it. So let's look at the pieces. You got Get the Dream, which is the set you want to go with. Oh no, it's a nice option, it's a nice alternative, but you want to go with what's his face, the charge attack one, this one, Wanderer Troops. This is his set that you want to go with, but Get the Dream is also great. If you're going with this set, that means you wanna, like, this set makes his burst more relevant, but the other set, Wanderer Troops, focuses more on the charge attacks. So, and it looks like you done the opposite here. You use the Get a Dream, which, like I said, spreads the damage more to his burst, but you didn't level his burst at all. So it's actually, if you are going for this kind of setup and you don't level his burst, it would have been much better if you would have gone for Wanderer's Troop. And it's not an hard artifacts to get, right? You get it like you get the what's his face? Why do I forget the names? Gladiator's Fanati. You get it from bosses. It was never get Wanderer, please. Good Wanderer. Yeah. It is what it is, what can I say? But it is easier than others. As for talent, he's actually weak in this meta, so I didn't. Yeah. So why do you want me to look at it? Why do you want me to look at him if you don't even care about him or level him? Well, I can give you some pointers, but sure, yeah. Let's look at your pieces. Going with Gilded Dream is still fine. Like, it's still fine. But if you're going with Gilded Dream and you do want to play him, he is extremely fun. He is extremely fun. I love him and I leveled him just because how fun he is. Even though I knew he's not that strong, his gameplay is so fun in my opinion. I don't like charge attack characters, but his charge attack is like tack tack tack. So it's fast. You don't feel like a charge attack that you need to, like Ganyu, where you need to aim forever. Like, come in, tack, 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 burst, get out. Or sometimes if you saw my rotation that I gave an example of, you can actually do 6 charge attacks. So if you want me to show it to you, say it. But if you already saw it, that's fine. So we got double crit with attack and then meta mastery. This is very nice piece. We got again another double crit, really nice piece with elemental mastery, very nice. Another, and this is elemental mastery, which is good. This is what you want to build on Tainari. A very nice piece, very nice, and attack. And we got another double crit, which is very nice, that it's Dendro and onset and attack. This is a very solid piece. And we got another solid piece that can also give attack and a ton of EM. These pieces are great. Great for Tainari. If you had him at C6 and you leveled it burst, and you gave him a solid weapon, it would have been great. The problem with the... No, there is no problem with this. Oh, there is a problem with this. I don't like the slingshot because it requires you to be extremely close to the enemy. Also, he really cares about attack, so this gives like the lowest amount of attack you can get from all of his alternative. Yeah, definitely best both charge attack character, definitely. Anyways, so yeah, if you want to see how it goes, thank you. And why I like his gameplay so much, and why I think C6 is changes his rotation extremely. So this is how it works. So let's make it a day, please, so we can see better. Thank you. Alright. So the way it goes with his rotation is you start his rotation like this. DPS at C6. I don't remember. You can look it up. I don't remember, but it's not that high. Anyway, what you want to do with this rotation, why it's so fun to be at C6, right? Because it makes his charge attack almost instant. It's like a normal attack. So it's like so you literally just do like this. You see, so it's literally instant. When you are not C6, you need to like stand tack, stand tack, stand tack. But it's C6, it's like tack, tack, tack. It's really fast, and it also makes this long charge attack faster. So it's not makes just this charge attack faster. Not make them, yeah. It is extremely fast. It also makes this charge attack faster. And if you try to do this charge attack when you are not C6, this takes forever. It just takes forever. But if you are C6, you can do this charge attack, and it actually doesn't take so long. So you can use it in your rotation. If you're not C6, I would never tell you to use this charge attack in your rotation because it's just way too slow. But because here it's not, you can utilize it, and that's why it changes its rotations completely when you get it C6. So how you want to go about it and how you want to get 9 charge attacks into one rotation is you start with this skill, then go to your supports, use their abilities, and when you get back to him, you use his 3 skills, then you use his burst, and then by the time you finish his burst, you have another skill, and then you use his skill again. And by the time that's happening, you use like 2 or 3 of those, and by the time you finish, you get the skill again, so you start the rotation again. And then you get a repeatable 6 hits, 6 charge attack hits, burst, again 3 charge attack, and then 2 long charge attack or 3 long charge attack, which is actually really cool and makes his gameplay really cool. So before you get C6, the best way to play him is actually as a quick swap character. But after C6, you can actually stay on him for a full like long time rotation, like a hyper carry rotation. So what I usually do when I had him before C6, I used to play him with Raiden. I would have Raiden, and because Raiden has only 7 seconds on her burst uptime, I would play him like this with Raiden, come to him, do the 3 charge attack, and I will only get the 6, do the burst and then do another 6 charge attack, And then I will change to Raiden, use her burst, and start attacking with her burst. And then start the rotation again. So on Tainari, you would get this six charge attacks only in the first rotation. Only in the first rotation. But here after C6, you can get this 6 charge attack in all of your rotations. Doesn't matter how many you have. So that's why it's actually so cool. And the damage is much higher, right? But unfortunately, it still needs a buff. He's not strong enough to deal with the game right now. Anyways, I think that's it. Thank you for sharing. Hope I could help. Thanks, Raiden, again for sharing, guys. For anyone who left, a subscribe would be much appreciated. Would really help me keep doing my videos. I'm right now going to keep working on my Sandrone build, Sandrone guide, sorry, for you. That will come out in like 2 days. So be on the lookout for that and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so the next time that I come in to the live, you can get a notification and come in fast so I can get your UID and review your account if that's something you want and care about. Or if you just want to support, because it really helps and it will help me keep doing these guides for you and help you as much as I can. Alright, I think that's it for today. I'm streaming every day, so I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Cheers.